The air outside someone's window was yellow Sunday. It was orange Saturday. The air quality index was over 200. The Environmental Protection Agency defines this as a health alert in which everybody may experience more serious health effects if they're exposed for 24 hours or longer. Unfortunately, the index has been over 200 for several days. The West is burning, which is basically to talk about the wildfires in California. Wildfires in California, Oregon, and Washington are incinerating homes, killing scores of people, sickening many others, causing hundreds of thousands of people to evacuate, burning entire towns to the ground, consuming millions of acres, and blanketing the western third of the United States with thick, acrid and dangerous smoke. Yet the fat ass has said and done almost nothing because he doesn't give a shit. A month ago, Fat Ass 45 wanted to protect lives in Oregon and California from rioters and looters. He sent federal forces into the streets of Portland and threatened to send them to Oakland and Los Angeles. Portland is in danger of being burned, and Oakland and Los Angeles are under health alerts themselves. But Fat Ass 45 is visiting California on Monday, but he has said very little. One reason these states voted against him in 2016, and he still bears a grudge. He came close to rejecting California's request for emergency funding because they didn't support him. He told us to stop giving money to people whose houses had burned down because he was so rageful that people in the state of California didn't support him at all, said former Department of Homeland Security Chief of Staff Miles Taylor. Another explanation for Fat Ass 45 silence is that the wildfires are tied to human-caused climate change, which Fat Ass 45 has done everything humanly possible to make worse. Extreme weather disasters are rampaging across America. Late Wednesday, the National Oceanographic and Atmospheric Administration released its latest state of the climate report, finding that just in August, the U.S. was hit by $4 billion calamities. In addition to wildfires, there were two enormous hurricanes and an extraordinary Midwest derecho. These are inconvenient facts for a fat ass who has spent much of his failed presidency dismantling every major climate and environmental policy he can lay his hands on. Starting with this unilateral decision to pull out of the Paris Climate Agreement, Fat Ass 45 has been the most anti-environmental fat ass in history. He has called climate change a hoax. He has claimed without evidence that windmills cause cancer. He has weakened every Obama era limit policy. He has weakened Obama era limits on planet warming carbon dioxide from power plants and from cars and trucks. He has rolled back rules governing clean air, water, and toxic chemicals. He has opened more public land to where people can drop oil and gas drilling. He has targeted California. In particular, revoking the state's authority to set tougher car emission standards than those required by the federal government, and all the Fat Ass 45's administration has reversed, repealed, or otherwise rolled back nearly 70 environmental rules and negotiations. More than 30 additional rollbacks are still in progress. Now, 7 weeks before Election Day, with much of the nation either aflame in smoke or suffering from consequences due to the climate change, Fat Ass 45 unabashedly defends his record and attacks Joe Biden. The core of Biden's economic agenda is a hard-left crusade against American energy. Fat Ass 45 harumphed in a Rose Garden speech last month. Not quite. While Biden has made tackling climate change a centerpiece of his campaign, by proposing to invest $2 trillion in a massive green jobs program to build renewable energy infrastructure, his ideas are not exactly radical. The money would be used for improving energy efficiency, constructing 500,000 electric vehicle charging stations, and increasing renewable energy from wind, solar, and other technologies. Biden wants to end the use of fossil fuels to generate electricity by 2035 and to bring America to a net zero emissions of greenhouse gases by no later than 2050. His goals may be too modest. If what is now occurring in the West is any indication, 2050 will be too late. Nonetheless, Americans have a clear choice in a few weeks when they decide whether Fat Ass 45 deserves another 4 years. Climate change will be on the ballot. That choice shouldn't be hard to make. Like the coronavirus, the dire consequences of climate change, coupled with Fat Ass 45's utter malfeasance, offer unambiguous proof that he couldn't care less about the public good. So if you like the video, give the video a like and subscribe to my channel, Random Mike, and also hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when a new video comes out. Thanks for listening.